Alright lads, what's the crack? Yeah, right, how are we getting on? Today I'm coming to you to discuss the first look at the new Grey Zone Warfare update. It's not out yet though. March 2026. So, let's start from the start. Grey Zone Warfare is a tactical PvEVP extraction shooter-esque game. It's a whole muddle of things together. The game is hyper realistic, as you can probably tell just from the banner here alone. The game is super realistic. So this game is nearly 2 years old. It came out nearly 2 years ago in 2024. It came out at a time when Tarkov was on a major decline. So I feel they may have rushed the game too quick at the time. They tried to capitalize on the downturn on Tarkov, and they just released it. The game was nowhere near ready to play. Now, I don't have a massively huge computer. I don't have the best of the best. I think it's an 11 or 12 chip. Game was unplayable. Couldn't play the game at all. At the time I was playing on a laptop actually, and there was no hope of that. No matter what settings you did, the game was unplayable. So I put it down for a long time. Then I picked it back up again, maybe a year ago, maybe 6 months. And my friend had got himself a fairly state-of-the-art laptop at the time, and I could play it, but he couldn't play it. So we were just at this crossroads again where it's like, oh, well, the game is... We really want to play the game, but we can't. It's not fucking playable. So we put it away and played other stuff. Now, I have still been receiving updates about this game. And the other day, they released like a video package, which I'll show you here from MADFINGER Games. A community briefing update 0.4 incoming. So this update looks like it's going to change the game. This update looks like it's going to bring Grey Zone Warfare from where it was just a clusterfuck of problems. It looks like they're trying to drag it out of the mud and push it out again. I hope to Christ that this time they get it right, because what I have played of the game, it is fucking class. Let's give this video a watch. Now, let's run that back because it looks fucking crazy. Let me resize myself. Put myself up here. So, it's a new firing range, obviously. Guns and stuff like that. Where's the volume? Where's the volume, he asks. So new firing range, new customization. So a big thing that it's gun inspects. So supposedly, now I've watched a couple of creators make videos on this, and supposedly the community have been speaking out about getting gun animations and stuff like that, gun inspect animations. So I suppose it's good that they've brought them in. And I really like how they've actually done that. Like these skins are pretty slick, I won't lie. The lightning bolts coming through the guns all the way down, it's pretty nice. I like it. Gold guns. Now I don't know how you're going to get these guns. Probably boss fights or something like that. So you get your pal sniping with you, so you can jump. But from what I've been told and what I've seen online, there was a problem with jump shots. So you were jumping and shooting in the air, and that was the issue. People were dying and you weren't being able to get hit. So that kind of sucks. But it looks like that's taken out. But you can still jump. Obviously, it's weight restricted. You know, it's like obviously if you have a lot of shit in your backpack, you're not going to be able to jump very far. So new locations. So these are obviously enemy caches that are in the ground that you can pick up and loot and stuff like that. And obviously you're going to get good loot inside them. So these new locations. Look, this is what I mean. Look at how stunning that looks like. It's a down chopper in the jungle. The rain is falling. It looks magnificent. The lightning and all. I really fucking hope they bring it through, man. I really hope it's a good game. New movements, so you can, obviously we covered it already, you can jump over bridges and roofs. New lore and storytelling. So this is a problem I've seen online, that they supposedly were working on lore and storytelling before this, and there was supposed to be new lore coming out on this update. But from what I can gather, all the people at MADFINGER Games, they held off and they reworked everything from top to bottom in the game. So that's why they're saying it's a whole new game, because everything is reworked. So they've obviously bundled all their storytelling and lore telling into that, and that will be coming out on 0.5, which I was also told they're going to have a hideout system. So you're same as Tarkov, where you have a hideout system, you bring stuff from in red, bring it back, and you load it up and you create a hideout for yourself. We'll see how that goes, if that comes out. So they're really focusing on like everything. There's a whole load of new stuff gone into this, new lore, new storytelling. A whole lot of stuff gone into that. So with some luck, that'll all come out. 0.4 in March, it's supposed to be out. All new enemies and new allies. The detail in some of these skins is unbelievable. Like his tattoos, it's like little badges on his vest. He's obviously Canadian, eh? Look at that, look at the detail in those faces, like. New mysteries. Oh, mysteries. New progression. So I'm assuming they're gonna overhaul the whole progression system in it as well. So the progression system right now is you get tasks from vendors, you just go into map, you visit places, and you come back. And that's been the progression system I've known of Grey Zone Warfare. But a new progression system would indicate that there's going to be other stuff to do rather than just drop to your loading zone, go find the thing you need to find and bring it back. I'm assuming there's going to be more to it. There'll be more to do in map rather than just go grab and come back, which to be fair would be pretty decent, because go to a point, come back, it gets really all real repetitive real fast. There you go. New game, new experiences, everything like that. Grey Zone Warfare.
Hello everyone,
and then we go into this guy.
A quick community briefing. This time with your official first look at update 0.4, the next major milestone in Grey Zone Warfare's development. This one is a big deal. Update 0.4, newly named Spearhead, isn't just about new content. Yes, you'll get tons of new locations, weapons, gear, and many new allied and hostile NPCs. But you can also look forward to major system refinements and host.
That's a big one. System refinements. The that the stuff that this game runs on is getting refined. So with some fucking luck, everybody who has a half decent computer or laptop can fucking play it, because that was a huge problem. The stuttering was absolutely awful. There was times the game was unplayable at times. So I really hope, for Grazon Warfare's sake, they fix that and fix it fast.
Of community requested improvements. We said 0.4 is going to feel like a new game, and we weren't kidding. Right now, the update is going through internal testing, and while we're smoothing out the rough edges and getting everything ready for a Q1 release, we'll be presenting Spearhead to you through 3 devlogs. The first devlog is dropping next week, and it will cover player-driven improvements like the audio or movement reworks, as well as quality of life additions. The second devlog will focus on new content like new weapons, gear, locations, loot, and characters. And the third devlog will walk you through new features and how they will affect your gameplay loop and your overall experience.
That's another thing. So there you go. That's what I said. It's going to be a different gameplay loop. It's not going to be the same in, out, in, out. There's definitely going to be something new.
We'll be hosting a dev stream shortly after the third devlog to answer all your questions and deep dive into Spearhead with our talented dev team. Now let's address the obvious question. What happened to Dark Revelations? Where is my lore update? The answer is
I did not know there was one. So, where is their lore update? Because I didn't know.
simple. The scope of update 0.4 has grown. Spearhead is the result. Lore is still coming, but it's now part of a much larger overhaul that touches nearly every aspect of the game. Some of you might also be wondering whether there'll be an experimental test for 0.4. The answer is no. We're running.
I think that's probably good in some aspects of the game. They don't need to put it out there for people to play it. They're doing a lot of big time internal testing, so they can work on it as is rather than trying to ship fixes out quickly. And you know, it probably puts the devs under a lot of pressure, so that's a good thing.
A thorough testing cycle internally, but you'll still have a chance to get your hands on Spearhead early. We're preparing an update preview just ahead of the release, where supporter edition owners will be able to access the update early alongside content creators. All you need is the support.
Gotta get that upsell. Listen, I want to start making content on this game. I really do. I really enjoy the game. I thought it was hella fun when I did play it. So we shall see. I may get the supporter edition. I might too. I may get the supporter edition just to help the game out, and also you get a lot of shit, which is good. And yeah, it will be interesting. It will be interesting to get it and see what happens, you know?
Supporter edition of the game available now on Grazon Warfare's Steam page. We'll share the exact dates with you as soon as we can, so stay tuned. The development of update 0.4 Spearhead has been long, and we're incredibly excited to show you what we've worked so hard on. So thank you for your patience and thank you for your support. Guys, we'll see you next week in the first devlog. Follow our socials so you don't miss any of the upcoming exciting announcements, and every move matters.
Get ready for Spearhead, March 2026. So, that's it. I think it's MADFINGER Games, I was right. I think I'm really hoping that this brings it back, and I'm really hoping, I really want to start making content on this game, because the game is so fun. The game is a lot of fun, but it was unplayable for the longest time. I won't lie to you lads, it was fucking unplayable. So we'll see what happens. If I'm off work, I might do a watch along for the dev blog next week. We shall see what happens. If not, I'll jump back in, break it down, and see what we think, see what I think on another video next time. Maybe next week. Definitely next week. I've been Jay, you've been you. Don't touch yourself too much, okay?